guys. My name is Mason, and you are listening.
You're listening
You're listening to the Bad News Podcast.
to the Bad News Podcast.
Yo, what the fuck is good, my guy?
Oh, you're doing the intro today?
I
Go ahead.
need-
Go ahead.
What's going on, guys? It's been a minute, but Bad News is back. We're gonna try to be as consistent as possible, but growing up, we both got lives and shit, so finding the time where we can.
Factual.
But what you been up to, my boy?
Yes, sir. Like you said, it's been a minute. Alright?
That minute.
Y'all want to ask what happened life. Alright? First of all, just wanted to put that out there. As the returning people know, you can call me Trev, T. Nobody actually calls me that. They usually call me Trevor, but whatever you prefer. I got my right-hand man. I don't know if he's on the right for you guys. I think he is on the right side, so it works out, whatever. Got my right-hand man, my boy, Mason, next to
Go
me.
by Mason. Yeah, me and him been homies for years now.
Yeah, it's been a
Since
minute.
what, sixth grade? That's when we like really.
Too long, bro. I want to stop knowing you.
Yeah.
I'm fucking around. Where we been? Alright? For real, okay. I said life before, but I mean, it is the truth. There's a lot of shit that we've been doing, We had a wedding, we had work, we had moving, we had fucking a lot of shit going on, alright? I mean, y'all probably have the same problems as us, so I mean, don't hold it against us too much. You can put it in the comments if you want to, but that's alright with me because nobody comments on my videos anyways. So, let's see here. Okay, it's my alt account. Nah, where we been? We just been busy. Tell them a little bit about what you've been up to. You don't want to go too close because there's some weirdos around here. Don't
Yeah,
spill
nah,
too
for
many
real.
beans. But
Especially after that Jeffrey Dahmer series, bro. You gotta be careful.
Bruh. You can spill like a side of beans, not all the
Yeah,
whole, not the
yeah.
whole
Not
can.
a full side though. I got you.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I finally moved out mom's crib.
Mama, we
Thought it was
made it.
almost.
Alright.
Nah, yeah, it was I got a good job offer that I couldn't turn down, so decided to move out. It's been rough
Wait.
though.
Even go further than that, bro. We haven't done one of these in a minute. So our last one right before was before your trip.
Oh shit, that's right.
Talk
I
about
went
your
to
trip.
Mexico. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Nah, it was fun. Let's see. I went for 10 days. My family went for about a month,
Oh
a little
yeah.
less than a month. But for work, I could only take 10 days off. Much appreciated. It's better than nothing.
Yeah, I swear to God.
Um,
It's alright. Fuck them anyways. You didn't even work there no more.
yeah.
Nah, I'm fucking with you.
Nah, it's all love with them. It's all love. They know that.
Yeah, for sure.
Let's see. Yeah, nah. I hated the traveling part though. You know how airports are.
Yeah, I feel you.
And then getting there after we landed, after traveling all day, we still had like an hour and a half drive back to my grandma's house. So we didn't get back till like 2. We ended up getting lost for a little bit too.
Y'all was just
Um,
fucking drive like no
yeah, literally.
GPS
No, literally
2022.
no GPS, man.
Like just
No
fucking
GPS.
alright. Fuck it.
Um, but yeah, no, it was a cool trip. The food, 10 out of 10, bro. If you ever get the chance to go to Mexico,
We gonna go one
definitely.
day. I wanna go with
Yeah,
you
for sure.
eventually,
Yeah, I
so
told you. Once we're building a house out there,
yeah.
um, once that shit's set up, it's got plenty of room, so
Yeah,
we can take a trip out there.
hell yeah, I'm down. Um
Um,
so yeah, there was that. Right after that, that's when I went to Alabama. My sister
yeah,
lives
that's
in
right. Your
Alabama.
sister
Yeah.
got married,
Yeah,
right?
she got married, so we went over there. Just kind of had a. It's not. She didn't really have like a major wedding. It was more so like a. I forgot what they call them. I guess they call them like a shower. Like it's like an after party, if you like, quote unquote. So she skipped the
Okay.
wedding. They just got married on paper, basically, and they had like a little celebration party. That's all it was. So we went. I got to
Mhm.
see my dad. I got to see a lot of other people that I haven't seen in a minute. So it was good seeing a few of them.
That's
Um,
good.
all that good stuff. Congrats again, Molly, if you're watching this. Congrats.
Congrats.
Yeah, there's that. So that was cool. It was like back to back, like right when you were getting back. Like we picked you up from the airport, and I think within the next
Like,
few days, that's when I left.
2 or 3 days later. Yeah.
So yeah, that's like at least because I was there for what 3 4 days. So that's like 2 3 weeks in itself. Like we was gonna miss this shit anyways, and we didn't want to come back off of like a like dry spurt. Like none of us, we haven't done this shit in a minute, so we had to get
Yeah.
settled
And
in a
then
little bit.
whenever you got back, that's when I got the news about the job offer.
Hmm.
And I thought about that, ended up decided to do it. And I think like a month after that is when I packed up and left. Um, but yeah, no, I wish they taught, like financial advice in high school because I'm not the best with money, I'll admit that. And so the past couple of years, I never really saved because I was like, I don't plan on moving out soon because I was still going in school or I was still going to school.
Hmm.
And I was like, I'm young, I can spend my money right now. And my mom did tell me, yo, save your money when you move
They
out.
always do, bro. They always do.
Yeah.
You gotta learn for
And,
yourself.
and in the end, she was like, I told you so. And I was like, yeah, you did. But yeah, no, I got everything situated. Been rough. Gonna be rough for a little bit, but we'll get there. Um, yeah, no, it's
Hey,
been good though. I moved to a bigger city, a lot more to do.
that's good.
Um, what else? I just turned 22 last weekend.
I don't know about you, bro. I ain't gonna do
I'm not,
it.
I'm not finishing it.
Hey,
No.
hey, who's that song by? Put it in the comments. What's up? If you're a real
You
one.
know, you know.
Yes, sir.
You
As
see that shit about Kanye, bro?
bro, who hasn't? If it ain't on your
Honestly,
timeline, then you
something
probably don't
wrong.
have a timeline. Like you probably don't have that damn app installed because that's everywhere. For sure I've seen it. There's this man. It's pretty interesting how this man moves a lot of the times. I feel like every single even fucking month or year he's in the paper about something. Like
Yeah, but this time it's like crazy. Like I don't
yeah.
think because there's been the times where he's had like his mental shit going on and he had outbursts. Um, and I'm glad he got the help that he needed. He said that he got better.
Mhm.
But now this man is, and I'm not gonna go into detail because I don't do a lot of research on that. I see what pops up on my timeline
You keep
and I
scrolling.
I put two and two together.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, no, that's crazy. He lost a lot of deals, I heard.
So basically, I will say, like, for those of you who don't know exactly what we're talking about, I mean, if you live under a rock, basically, this man said, like, a really racist slur. Um, and like he said, you could do your own research about it, but, like, I don't know, like, that's especially when you're so looked at, idolized, in so many fashions, like, I don't know. There's a lot of eyes on him, so not necessarily understanding where he was coming from, but like I was talking to Mason earlier about it, like everyone has their own little mental state that they're in and they're the only ones who actually understand it. So he probably believes or thinks he knows something that might not even be the case. But we don't really know what he's actually thinking about. But I will say that yeah, I did see his other sponsorship losses. He's doing
Yeah,
like a
but
little Adidas
he
don't wear Adidas thing right now. You said what?
uh yeah, that he put out or he claims that he was the one that made Adidas big again.
Mm. Like he did. I mean, he kind of did. I ain't gonna cap, but like,
Oh no, their clothing was always. I mean, at least
yeah,
on the athletic side, because I grew up playing soccer,
yeah. I was
so
about to say,
Adidas was
yeah.
always,
There ain't nobody in high school that don't have a pair of Adidas, like just normal Adidas sweatpants in their apparel
shorts
closet or
or
yeah,
socks.
something.
It's like
They got
yeah,
something
everybody
for
has something
everyone.
from Adidas.
Yeah, so I feel like
Um,
I don't know. I don't think
yeah, and then,
obviously it's like the whole Nike thing. Whenever they were doing the Kaepernick stuff,
oh yeah, I remember
like
that. That was a while ago
everyone
now.
was
Oh,
boycotting them. But it's like, bro, people
yeah,
still gonna wear Nikes. They're so
yeah,
big now that
exactly.
it's like people are still gonna do whatever they want, and some people just genuinely don't care. They have a pair of socks and they're gonna put on the pair of socks because they need a
Yeah,
pair
I'm
of
not
socks
gonna
for the day.
burn a pair of socks that I paid $14 for.
Exactly. That $14 could get me a long way. You never know.
Yeah,
What if I need a pair of socks one day and I don't have them because I fucking burned them yesterday? Now I look like a dumbass. Like, what the hell?
yeah.
So yeah, he lost his sponsorships. I don't know all the
He also lost a
sponsorships.
lot of money too.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he came out with it and said that he lost it, like on
I
his
think it
social
was
media.
1.5 or like $2 billion
Yeah,
in one day.
It was a B for sure.
Like just that number, I can't even fathom that number. Like having that much money to my name, not necessarily like the cash or the money in the account, but like endorsements,
Yeah,
sponsorships, and stuff like that.
cause
All of
then
that money.
I feel
That
like cause then it falls all on like there's so many companies involved, so all eyes are straight up like on you at that point. Because if you fuck
yeah.
up once, that company ain't doing shit with you no more. Exactly like it is in this case.
And you saw there was this one. I was reading about it the other day. There was this one guy who's like really influential in the business in LA, I want to say. And he was trying to convince all of like the major companies to remove Kanye. Like he tried getting at Spotify, trying to get them to remove his music off. And
Damn.
like I know like what he did was messed up, and but his music has nothing to do with what
Well,
happens.
that is also like a. It depends on the person because a lot of people do really genuinely care about what the person is as an artist, as well as their music. Obviously,
Yeah.
some people like you and I, like we can separate the artist and the art. You know what I mean? Like
Hmm.
some people do it, some people don't. But I feel like Kanye's music, bro, like that's like 10% of my playlist. You think I got time to sit there and scroll through my playlist and delete every Kanye song?
Yeah.
Fuck out of my face, bro. I'll skip it.
Yeah.
It might give him a cent, bro. Like, my fault. But damn, bro, that's a lot of music to delete. That's for damn sure.
Yeah.
All I know is, too, I was telling you before this, I bet you that old Yeezy, even the new Yeezy that just came out, like, them things gonna rise in price because they're never gonna come out again. So regardless, you have a pretty limited item of
Yeah.
whatever you have, honestly. Because I'm sure they came out a lot with all of them, but I know a lot of people beat the fuck out of them too. So there's gonna be a
Looking
lot of
at
them
mine
in
sitting on
mint.
the floor in the corner.
You said what?
I said me looking at mine sitting in the corner of the floor. My shit are beat too, but they were a gift from
What kind do you have?
homie.
Oh, breads.
I
Yeah,
have the 350s.
yeah, the breads, right? The red and blacks, or are they different?
Huh? No, the Yeezys.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Um, Yeah, so do you think he can? I was going to ask you because a lot of people are talking about the issue, like itself. But what do you think is going to happen now that the issue has already been, like, kind of brought into attention to everyone? Like,
Mhm.
what do you think is going to happen to Kanye? Do you think, I mean, other than myself, I know I'm not deleting his damn songs because First of all,
No.
that's like memories on memories on memories. That's what a lot of people do.
Yeah.
They tie memories with songs, and that's just the type of person I am. I'm not gonna like if I give him a couple bucks. I'm sure Kanye West doesn't care about a couple bucks. All right, because I listened to
Yeah.
one of his songs. All right, I got one stream in. My fault, guys. So I don't think it'll really be that bad, honestly. But do you think everyone's gonna like either delete songs or like just stop fucking with them like per usual, like everyone else is doing, all these big name brands and sponsorships and companies and all this stuff? Or like, do you think it's just like a big thing that's happening right now and it's gonna be like normal in a few months again?
Um, I don't know. It's hard to tell, but I know a lot of people are saying that uh this is part of his plan, or this is something, he's gonna come back better than ever. And no hate to the man. If he does, congratulations, but I I I don't know what happens. I feel like right now just gonna do whatever it does, to be honest. There's a lot of negativity around it, but there's also those people that are believing in him as a person, who have idolized him for a long time and believe in what he says.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so it's hard to tell because, there's both sides that have that support. So
Everyone's so different. He also has that. Obviously, it's Kanye. He's gonna have that core fan base. So it's like some people just aren't gonna change their minds about it. I feel like,
and
and
not even that. Like I'll give credit to the man. He has been a successful businessman in the past years. So maybe he does have this big picture that nobody else is looking at. But to me, I don't see what that could be, because not only has he lost a lot of big named deals, but those big names also talk to each other. They're gonna tell those other names, hey,
so you
you
think he's
know,
gonna get some sort of blacklist?
I, I don't know. I mean,
I mean, it's
it,
possible.
it, it could happen,
Yeah,
yeah,
it
but
could. But
you
for
never
now,
know. But like I said, it could be this big idea that he has in play, that everything is going according to his plan, because I think he did claim that he was going to lose a lot of money in all these deals with these big names, and then it happened, and so a lot of people believe that he foresaw this and he knows what he's doing. But I don't know. To me, losing $2 billion, that's a shit ton of money, dude.
swear to God.
That's a lot of fucking money. And you know what? Maybe he does come back and doubles it, triples it, comes back and he's worth $10 billion. Who knows? But I don't know. I'm not a business person. I took two classes in college, but that's it.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like a lot of business and stuff is relationships too. So I don't feel like necessarily you have to go to college for it, but I mean, it can help in some circumstances and stuff. Random offside topic. Today we are not live. My internet stuff is getting figured out. So because for some reason our Wi-Fi will literally just cut out occasionally. So unfortunately, I wasn't able to stream it. He's still moving in, doing all it. I mean, he's moved in for the most part, obviously, but we just decided not to stream it this time. So it's like, it's cool. We might still stream later on in the future whenever one of us decides to, but for now we're just gonna run it not live. I think it's a little bit better that way. We can cut and do what we need to as of right now, until we get a little polished. You know what I'm saying? Because
Yeah.
right now we're still a little weird and awkward, so it's a little weird. Random off topic. Also, we still have giveaway stuff. Trust me, I'm not trying to finesse nobody. We still do have giveaway stuff. More info on that. We'll coming later on. I got y'all. Second, what's up with this?
Yeah.
What's up with this Twitter Elon shit, bro?
Yeah, bro. Speaking about money in the billions,
Swear to God.
homie bought that shit for $44 billion. That's like, do you know how many zeros that is?
Too many.
Yeah.
I mean, no,
Like
I
I
don't know
lose
because I
no, I
never have
lose
had
track
that much.
counting whenever if I were to write it out, I would lose track counting how many
I'd have to
zeros.
like go back and recount how many I had
Yeah.
on the paper.
I'd have to use a highlighter. One, two, three.
Per thousand, it's a new color. Swear to God.
um yeah, no, that's crazy. And
Apparently, he fired a bunch of people.
yeah, and he plans to fire. I think it's set up to like 50 to 75% of Twitter's workforce. That's crazy.
Damn. Yeah, it was the CEO, CFO, and a few other people that we know of. But other than that, I feel like it's just, I don't know. He's just wiping the floor with these people. Like, he just, bro, you're gone.
You're fired.
He took off a
You're
lot of
fired.
restriction
You're
on his stuff,
fired.
and maybe they didn't agree with that. Maybe they didn't agree with him wanting to take off the restriction for a bunch of like keywords and a bunch of random shit that people can get banned for,
Which
basically.
I'm not 100% sure on the amount, but I'm pretty sure the CEO and the CEFO both got like a big ass payout for
Well,
getting
yeah, because
fired.
it's probably their contract, the rest of their contract. He just paid it out. That's actually crazy if he did.
$42 million.
On top of the one that he bought it for? On top, okay, yeah, because
What?
that's so he spent 44 bill, spent 42 more mil.
What?
He spent 44 bill on Twitter, right?
Who?
Elon.
Yeah. But the CEO is getting a $42 million payout for getting fired.
That's Elon paying him, right? So he's spending
Yeah.
even fucking more just to just to fire these people at this point, bro. He's probably paying out of pocket or some shit because like the company can't just take that shit. Like, there's no way they have some like, unless I'm on some dumbass shit and don't understand companies, but pretty sure a company can't just give all that money to him. He probably took some out of pocket or something, cause that's a 40 something mil on top of the 44 bill. Sheesh.
Well, I mean, you gotta think, bro. Millions don't mean nothing to him.
No, yeah, for sure, but like
That's like our dollars. Million is his dollars.
that's just. I think thousands are his dollars. Millions are his 20s.
Fuck, maybe even his fives. Who knows?
Yeah, oh God. Sorry. Yeah, people always tell me they're like his net worth is super high. I'm like, bro, yeah, it's high. Don't get me wrong, but he probably got way more than that in his bank account right now. Like, a net worth is only like assets and like what people can get rid of right now that is aware to everyone. So it's like, bro, man he's living.
See, my thing is like I understand that people have this drive to work, but I feel like at some point, wouldn't you just want to retire with all that money that you currently have without the risk of losing any more of it and just live the rest of your life doing whatever the fuck you want?
Well, some people need something. Like some
Yeah,
people,
like
I feel like don't have something to live for, but like they need that thing like to go do every day. Or
yeah, and I get that, but that's also the thing that leads a lot of those like a lot of doctors, for example, they and dentists, they have high suicide rates, but they claim they do the thing that they love and they get paid good for doing it, right?
yeah,
I just don't understand why you wouldn't want to, after you have, a good amount of money, why not just take the safe route instead of risking yourself
well,
to be
yeah,
put into that financial debt, have to deal with all of that crisis?
hundred
Or
percent.
maybe I just don't understand.
Yeah, I feel like it's different per person that you talk to. Cause like for
Yeah.
me, if I didn't have a job, I guess job that you would say, and I could just do whatever the fuck I wanted any time of day, I would honestly, I'd probably have like a very small, easy maintained garden, farm, like just something to do. At least get me out of bed every single day. Get me like going type deal.
But
So,
I'm saying, like, you do this young, you still have all of that money. You could literally go wherever the fuck you
oh
wanted.
yeah, for sure. I don't know,
And,
bro.
and
Everyone
then
could just
everybody always has that side gig that they do. So instead of having to work every day, you can just
do
do
your side gig.
whatever you've always enjoyed doing without
Yeah.
having to get paid for doing it. So it's not another mental stress on you.
I feel like there are some good examples too, but I feel like the doctor's example as well. Like some people also might think, including myself, or look at it this way, like some doctors probably enjoy doing what they're doing, but like
Yeah, no, 100%.
imagine if like they were doing a surgery and they did something wrong and they killed somebody and they now feel responsible for that said somebody. So even though they technically were doing what they love, they still kind of feel upset doing what they love at the same time. But I don't think anyone should be killing themselves. If you guys are feeling that way, I think you need to go find some help. There's definitely a hotline and stuff out there for that. So I'm just saying, like, that could lead to people feeling the need to do that to themselves, just because I don't know, bro. Like some people might feel the worst just if they make a mistake, and it's technically not their fault because everyone makes mistakes. But it's like they feel responsible for it. Like they take it that seriously, which it is a serious matter. Like
Yeah.
someone's life is literally on the line. So I feel like it honestly just depends on who you're talking to, though. In terms, like some people just need that thing, but at the same time, I see your point of view to where I'm like, bro, go get you a boat and just go sail or something. Like, go do
Yeah.
something that you
Like,
wanted to do. Go like do whatever. Not work. Like you are privileged to not work, especially nowadays. But well, I feel like it was back in the day too. If you didn't have to
like
work,
if I ever got to the point where, I had the financial well-being, like I get to the point where I've made a couple mil that I have saved up, you know, that's good enough for me to stop doing whatever I want to do. But I don't need like the craziest house, just a nice little house, secluded, raise my family there, travel a little bit, just not have the stress of having to deal with work and the daily the daily struggles, dealing with traffic, trying to get to work when you're already late, just little things like that.
nah, yeah, for sure. I definitely understand that too, cause I'm like, if I got, I mean, we're saying a couple mil, but it's like to some people that's probably chump change. It's hilarious, but no, it's like I don't know. I feel I would kind of tone down. I probably would still find something to do every single day. Probably would actually work out for once in my damn life. But no, I would definitely focus on things I enjoy doing, like whole music shit, and probably stream or do something that I could just focus on and want to do every single day.
Yeah,
Um, and obviously, yeah, like you said, I'd probably definitely get like a secluded house. I'd probably put some of it in investments, stuff like that, just to make sure
oh
that,
yeah, 100%.
yeah, just so I don't have to work, and hopefully my kids don't have to work. Um, but I mean, I don't think anyone's gonna give me a couple mil, unfortunately.
You never know, bro.
Hey guys,
But
if you
worst
want, I can
case,
put my PayPal in the comments. Now I'm fucking with you.
nah.
I ain't begging. I'm fucking
I
with
I
you.
also wouldn't want the money to be like handed to me. Like, yeah, it'd be nice
Nah, yeah,
to,
for sure.
like just have, but I'd want to be able to say that I worked for what I
It
own.
is nice,
And
yeah.
now I'm able to live my life because I work so hard for a set amount of years to where I'm able to retire younger than most people
Hmm.
and travel to all these places and just to live financially free life to a certain degree. I'm not gonna go out and buy mansions and fucking yachts but I'll buy a nice little house, or I'll buy some land, build my house
Hell
in a
yeah.
nice little secluded area. Um, buy a car or two. But, like you said, definitely put some into investment, smart investments, and not just waste money.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, that'd be my ideal adulthood, peak adulthood for me. Being able to retire younger than others are, because who wants to work every day till they're 60?
I'm about to put like crickets in the background.
Literally, not me.
This shit's funny. Yeah, that shit's dead. That's why I'm grinding now. That's why I keep telling people. Everyone asks me like, "Why are you working 2 jobs?" I'm like,
Got to.
"Bro, my knees are good now. Like
Yeah.
my body and my mind is good now. While I can, I'm gonna bust ass, grind, keep my head down, just keep doing what I'm doing until I'm where I'm at. And like you said, hopefully I'm at a point to where I can retire, I guess, relatively before, obviously, someone who, or a normal person would retire at, I guess. Not trying to retire at 60. If I can retire at like at least 30, I think I'm chilling.
Mm.
30, 40, I'm chilling.
But yeah.
But
Because then homeschool your kids, bro. You take them traveling. So they still get that social interaction to where they're not just stuck in the house if they were homeschooled. I think that'd be nice. Or maybe I would leave them in school, but I'd find a nice area. But that's just me dreaming right now.
we're gonna go to Japan.
So then,
That's where
hell yeah,
that's where I'm taking my kids to get their education.
be good.
I don't have any kids at the moment. Just to make sure
Not
everyone
yet.
knew that. Jesus.
Oof. Well, you're one step closer than I am. I'll say that.
Bro, we just gotta find you a girl. We'll get you one. Trust.
One day, one day.
You better hurry up though, cause you gonna get married at like 40 years old and you won't be fertile no more.
Be going to the gas station. Hey, let me get one of them blue pills. Where you keep them at?
They
That's
probably keep them at the
crazy.
register. Fucking weirdos, bro. They keep them out there with the cigarettes and shit.
That's crazy.
That's crazy. Anyways, what's next?
What else? Oh, I was telling you about this earlier, that big ass fucking land scraper they're building in Saudi Arabia. Supposedly gonna be like 75 miles long, and it's
Jesus.
mirrored on both sides, bro. Shit looks
Bro, you
crazy.
know the fucking selfies that are gonna come from that shit? Bro, I didn't even think about that when you were telling me that earlier. But now,
That shit is crazy.
there's gonna be so many people traveling there just to take a selfie.
But I wonder if it is open to,
Public. I'm pretty sure
yeah,
it's housing people, right?
yeah.
Yeah, so I'm pretty sure it's
Oh,
like
well, I
on the. It's
guess.
probably like on the side of a street, like a big ass. It's like just like pulling up to a hotel and taking a picture in their mirror or something. You know what I'm saying? Like it's probably just gonna be on the street. I don't know though. I don't know how Saudi Arabia does their stuff. Is that the place you said?
Yeah. Well, it looked like it was. I don't know.
That's interesting though. That shit is massive.
Yeah.
How long is the
I wonder how wide it is on the inside. Because like from an aerial view, like of the like, is there a way I can share this with you and it still be able to pull up on the?
Probably not.
Okay.
GG's.
Um. Uh. But the aerial view, because like, but then again, it probably is a lot bigger in person. But it doesn't look like
Yeah,
crazy
76
wide.
miles.
What?
To keep that in perspective, because the only other long, I guess, structure I could think of was the Wall of China.
Hmm.
To put it in perspective, the Wall of China is 13,171 miles. So, it's like this big compared to the Wall of China. Wait, you said 700? You said 700 miles?
75 miles.
Or oh, it's only 75 miles.
Yeah,
That's
it's not it's not crazy long.
how much is yards and miles?
Okay, fine. Actually, I think it's like 5,000 something.
Convert.
No, that's
All right, I got it. One. Okay, wait. Mile. How many miles is it?
75.
75. I keep forgetting. My fault, bro. That's 13,000. Or no, that's 132,000 yards. So that's like a lot of football fields.
32 football fields.
That's a lot
Wait,
of football fields.
no.
That's why I didn't even try. I just said a lot of
Okay,
fucking football
maybe
fields.
it's a lot of football fields. God
That's
damn, we're
why I
fucking
didn't even try,
stupid.
bro. We graduated from a really low place in our district, so nobody make fun. Nah, I'm fucking with y'all. It's alright. We're just idiots.
Straight like that. Crazy. But yeah, no, like I've looked at pictures of it, because they have like a 3D shit of what they plan for it to look like, and it looks like very, very modern, almost futuristic type vibes.
Hmm. Well, yeah, it's a big ass mirror. I feel like I wonder if it's gonna be like mirror panels or like one full solid mirror. That's actually crazy. If
Fuck
it's
would that work?
what?
One big ass
That's what
mirror.
I'm saying. If it's one big ass mirror, that would be insane, bro. You know, you could throw
Just
like
have
this.
this giant ass crane come out of nowhere, bro. Fucking
Nah, bro.
carrying this shit.
Somebody's gonna. There's no way, bro. They have to make bulletproof. Like, there's no, cause somebody's gonna just say, some dumbass is gonna come here and throw a fucking rock at it. Like, so there's
What the
no way they
fuck?
gotta make that shit bulletproof or some shit.
I'm sure it'll be like steel or like titanium, because I'm pretty sure those are both reflective. Steel and titanium.
Reflective, but is it a mirror? Like, isn't cause water's reflective, but it's not like that crystal clear mirror. Still has the tint. I don't know,
Yeah.
bro. We'll see. I don't know how the fuck that's gonna work, but if it is a real mirror, I will eventually go there and take a selfie.
Yeah, one day. Whenever we get rich and we're able to travel.
Yeah, eventually.
So how's the new card? Talk about that.
The new COD?
Yeah. I played the beta, but I only played it for like a day, I think. So I didn't play that much, but I know you pre-ordered it.
Gotta think about this question. That's a very broad question, and there's a lot of exact problems. But the core game, like the actual game, like just the
Okay, let me
movement.
let me put it this way. Scale of 1 to 10. We'll keep it simple for right now. Scale of 1 to 10.
As of right now, like current state, when I started and stopped playing earlier,
Drum roll,
Probably
please.
like a 6.8.
Really?
So like most of those points deducted, maps. Dog
Yeah,
water,
I,
bruh.
I've seen a good amount of people complaining about the maps.
So bad. There's two maps in particular. I don't know what they're called, so don't ask me. But I know one of them's that everyone knows, that bridge with all the fucking cars on it. And then the other one is just the open range, and a lot of the buildings are like broken down already. So if they get like a kill streak that just is like a helicopter or something, does damage, whatever, like you can't even go in a building to like not die. I'm like, I can't even fucking get out of spawn right now because I'm getting spawn trapped by this shit. So I just leave. There's two maps I just leave every single time. Those two maps. I can't do that shit. But other than those two, maps are pretty good. Guns, maps are mid, I would say, not pretty good. The guns, they're cool, but I don't like the leveling system because there's more that I have to level to get other weapons when I can't just level up my player. It's bullshit to me. The camo is pretty cool. I understand what they were trying to do with it. It's not bad, but I feel like it's just extra. They're trying to do different shit, and I don't, which I appreciate, but I don't think this is it. So they can just move on to the next system whenever they please because I'm waiting on them. I'm ready for Warzone. I'm ready for DMZ. I'm excited for DMZ, bro. That shit's gonna be fun. It's supposed to be like Escape from Tarkov. I don't know if you've seen that, but to explain it to someone who's never played before, you take it into a BR map. I think you just spawn in a random area, honestly. There's no like real mission to do, but you can do like side missions here and there. It's like they don't give you like a waypoint or anything. You just have to go based off of basically like what it says in the description and have to figure out what it is. It's like almost like a just decrypting the code type beat or whatever you want to call it. And then whatever loot you enter in, if you die, you lose, and you lose the loot. If you extract, meaning if you just like get picked up by a helicopter or whatever, then you can keep that loot, put it in your inventory, and then go again and not lose that loot since it's in your inventory again. But if you take it out of your inventory and go back in with it, you can lose whatever you put back into your inventory. I know in Escape from Tarkov, there was one box. It's like a small box because every like I guess item has its own like shape, so you can only fit a certain amount of things in each loot box. So it's kind of a smaller box. So you couldn't put all of your stuff in it, but if you put something in that box, it would let you keep it and it would appear in your inventory even after you died. So it's like I forgot what it's called, but it's supposed to, that's the only way you can save something if you die in the game. So I just think it would be cool, like a cool style of game implemented into COD. I've always been a COD nerd, so unfortunately we have to enjoy shit games together. And yeah, that's my take on the new COD. I know a lot of you COD kids are gonna hate me, but I know a lot of you COD people will agree with me. So just depends on what side of the COD community you're on. But most of the people here think all the maps are pretty much dog shit in MW2, the new one,
Enough.
2022. But it's alright. I think it's gonna be, hopefully they,
Is it worth the buy?
current state, no.
Current state, no.
But if they update it and make it like better and add new maps that are better than which I think will be the case, because I think year 2 they're gonna have like a, you know how they used to do map packs back in the day and whatnot. they're gonna
Yeah.
add that, but it's gonna be Modern Warfare 2 maps, like Modern Warfare OG 2 maps,
Oh, really?
just like recreated basically. But this game, because that's gonna be for year 2. That's gonna be the year 2 content. Because this game's supposed to be out for 2 years, and then the next COD will come out. So I'm really looking forward to that. But I'm also just kind of like experimenting with the game now. So I feel like I have time to dabble before I can go and get more maps. So I really don't mind the maps right now. They're not my favorite, but the way I see it is I'm just leveling up my weapons for DMZ and um, Warzone.
Oh,
You know we
cool.
going for that final camo too, so I'm getting it this game.
Gotta grind. Are you?
Yeah, 'cause I've been enjoying COD lately, and I've been paying a lot of attention to all the COD scene and whatnot. I think I've said it a couple times on the podcast that I watched it or once or something like that. But yep, we be watching a lot of that shit, so it just be getting me wanting to play sometimes, and then I just play all day instead of doing what I actually need to. So, what games you been playing right now?
I've been playing Rocket League, a little bit of Valorant now.
Oh, you
Um,
back on the Valorant grind?
yeah, I've also been web developing a little bit, trying to get back into that. Um,
Anything like any projects in particular that you're working on, or is it?
no, not yet. I'm still going through courses because getting a refresher.
Oh,
'Cause
I
it's
got
been
you.
a while since I've made a full. I wouldn't even call it a full website. It was more of a final project for a class. But I really enjoyed it, so I've been doing some of the free courses, watching videos, and doing the little assignments that they have. So,
Oh yeah.
and like since I did say because I did move, I've been trying to go out to coffee shops to meet new people because I'm not very social, as you know. So I've been trying to push myself. It's hard though, trying to find the motivation after working 8 hours every day to
I felt that.
drive and go out and continue to talk to more people. So I'm trying to make myself go at least once a week out into public, and whether it be go to a coffee shop and just work on developing or taking some of the courses and trying to talk to people at the coffee shop, or just going on walks in the city eventually once it cools down a little bit more. Um, they also have some festivals and stuff around here, so
Oh
I may
yeah.
try to go to one of those. But as of right now, I don't have. I mean, I have family that I live with, and I hang out with them. But I haven't made any friends here yet, so it's just been the same people that I see every day. It's nothing bad. I love hanging out with them, but it's been so long since I've had to make friends that I forgot how to do it. So it's a struggle, but we'll get there.
Factual. Alright, boys and girls. We gonna end it here.
Yes,
It's been a
sir.
pleasure.
Yeah, thank you guys for tuning in.
Sorry for the long wait, but we'll be back with more content. We're gonna try to get back to every week. So if you don't, keep commenting on the video until we respond with a new video. Alright? I'm cool with that. Even though we're gonna post one next week too, anyways. So you can keep commenting on both videos, and then we could just run our comments up because that's what everyone wants everyone to do nowadays. So I guess we're telling everyone to run our comments up. So let's do it. Alright. This has been T. Nobody calls me that. It's been Bad News Podcast. You can check us out on YouTube and soon to be on all platforms. Any closing comments?
Peace, love, and positivity, baby.
Go
Keep the
go
good
do
vibes going.
go do one thing good today.
Yep.
One thing. That's it. Not two, not three, just one.
One good thing. You'll
That's
feel
been all.
better.
Thank you guys so much for tuning in. We really appreciate it. It means more than you know. All the love and positivity, as Mason said. We'll see y'all later. Peace.
Doses.